So let's examine some resources for getting federal careers. Primary federal website when you're seeking opportunities, usajobs.gov. Remember, this is the place where you go when you're searching for employment. Ultimately, you're going to apply for a job. So when jobs are going to be posted for the federal government, this is your primary website. Makingthedifference.org, a great way to find some answers to some of the questions you might have. Security clearance, background checks. They do a great job in explaining in detail some of the questions that you might have. Listing of all federal agencies. Oftentimes people ask the question, well, where are federal agencies? Who are they? So there's actually a list of all federal agencies out there that you ultimately can see what kind of agencies may be in your particular area. Federal agency websites and social media pages. One of the most forgotten ways to seek employment is to go directly to the agency website. They all have their own careers tab. They offer you information about how you seek and can gain employment within that agency. How about social media? Agencies have Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts. So we encourage you to make sure that you visit all of these to increase your opportunities. One of the things I always like to encourage people to do is to have a plan. You need to have a plan when you're seeking employment. So sit down and outline strategically how you're going to go about finding yourself a job. For all those students out there, your community and the Community Career Advisor Center. All of the educational institutes have a career advisor center. They have opportunities. They have speakers who come into the campus. And so if you visit them, they often can help you steer yourself toward community jobs. They also can get you into the occupations that you particularly are maybe going to school for academically. So this is a great way for you to utilize the Pathways program, the internship programs, okay? usajobs.gov student jobs, another great way that you can actually get there. Remember, splash page USA Jobs, below the blue button, there's a direct link. So if you're not interested or don't know where to go, visit student webpage. It'll link you directly there, and you'll have an opportunity to see firsthand what the student jobs are out there like. And finally, remember our information gateway, FedsHireVets.gov, one-stop shopping. This site was designed to be able to eliminate you having to Google all over and take you directly to what you need to have as a great way to find out information for veterans, family members, transitioning folks, and also hiring managers. Are there any questions from the audience that we can answer for you?
I don't have a DD-214. I'm still on active duty, and I'm interested in federal employment. What, if any, documentation am I going to need when applying for these positions?
Yes, you can request from your military parent office what's called a statement of service. And a statement of service contains in it things like your anticipated character of discharge, your service dates, and also things maybe like your leave date, your actual separation date. So in lieu of your DD Form 214, the agency will accept that until you actually separate and have a DD Form 214. Okay. Any other questions?
I have never been in the military. However, my spouse is a veteran and works for the federal government. Am I able to claim veterans preference as a spouse when applying for federal jobs?
No, you may not receive veterans preference if your spouse is already working for the federal government and can utilize their own veterans preference.
What is the Standard Form 15 application for a 10-point preference?
The Standard Form 15 is used by federal agencies to adjudicate your request for veterans preference. So if you have a service-connected disability or you're a family member that has been awarded the veterans preference, you utilize that form when you're applying for federal jobs for the agency to have the opportunity to adjudicate your preference.
Thanks.
Are there any veteran representatives within federal agencies that I can contact for job information within their organizations?
Yes, within the federal government, we have agencies actually identified under the executive branch called Veterans Employment Program Offices. There are 24 veteran service representatives that are specifically identified that you can contact directly. They're responsible for recruitment, for retention, and actually training and development for veterans and service members once they enter into that agency.
Thank you.
Who can I contact if I have questions about a job announcement in USA Jobs?
Remember, at the end of every vacancy announcement, there's an office or a point of contact that you can contact directly if you have any questions. This is normally the office that is associated directly with the recruitment of that particular job announcement and is connected normally to the Human Resources Office or the HR office. Use your resources wisely. So start by visiting those agencies and offices that can help you and assist you when you're starting to counsel and when you're starting to make decisions about how and what type of occupation for the government you might be interested in. Being mobile has its advantages, so look outside your local area. If you have the option of moving, if you have the option of moving on the other side of town or actually working on the other side of town, then expand your opportunities. Remember, opportunities for the government are small. However, your opportunity to get a federal job might be larger than just in your local area. And finally, let's talk about the number of times you apply for a federal job. Not necessarily is that going to be the key to getting a federal job. It's actually the quality of your resume that will be the key. So focus on the strengths, focus on your experience, and focus on the things in your resume that will make you a better qualified candidate. Once again, my name is Rodney Leonard, United States Office of Personnel Management. If you need assistance directly, please contact me at rodney.leonard@opm.gov or call me directly at 210-916-9252. Remember, all of the information that we talked about today is available on website www.FedsHireVets.gov, your one-stop shop resource in order to get into the federal government. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.